See where the drums at.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
Lock it.
Now Patterson to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he's going to get this on. Inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Falcons.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because that incompletion situation on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey. Unlock line. 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and inches. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Bucs at 8-4 now in the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
18 Rattler. 50 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, 26 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. They'll get this down to the 38. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check mash.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Patterson running between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the set.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action. Now Wilson. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson steps away to his left. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts. 35 yards. And the Falcons have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Cut 19.
2nd and 2. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
19 Lions. Trap 60.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Fournette again here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Slant route to Miller. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Let's go now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Koo knocks this one through the post, and with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Come on. Hey. 60 Bison. Go check.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Succop's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, Patterson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. The tight end in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that out to the flat to White. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Buccaneers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succo, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Buffalo 18.
Second and 5. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he goes out right around the 39. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Up the gut, Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 5.
Viking 18. Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
19 right.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Cordero Patterson, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
41. Buccaneers 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.